Labor leader Anthony Albanese has been doing a lot of set-piece interviews lately, as you'd expect, I suppose. He's readying himself for the election campaign, which is only weeks away. He's done a profile piece with the Women's Weekly magazine where he's introduced his new partner, Jodie Hayden. The would-be PM has spoken about how the pair met a year or so after his marriage broke up. Albanese talks about their lives together, but he won't say whether Ms Hayden will join him on the campaign trail. Elsewhere, in the Financial Review, the opposition leader talked up his chances of winning the election. Rather unusually, he's talked about a comfortable win. When change happens and a new government is elected, if you look at 72, 75, 83, 96, 07 and 13, governments don't just fall across the line, Anthony Albanese said. And he went on to say, when change happens, it happens in a substantial way. None of those governments governed by 1 or 2 seats. Pretty cocky, hey? He's talking about a decisive victory, a clear majority. You have to wonder whether this is a sort of prime ministerial certitude at play or dangerous hubris, tempting fate. I'd suggest he ought to be very careful. Remember, you don't count your chickens before they hatch, and voters hate to be taken for granted. Then, a year ago, Albo compared his fortunes as a former Deputy Prime Minister to those of a former Vice President, Joe Biden, who'd just become President.
A bloke who was a former Deputy Leader and an experienced politician who'd held a wide range of portfolios and who was someone who was underestimated by some. He's now President of the United States, and I will be the leader of this country after the next election.
There you go. He will be the winner, he said a year ago. It's a big call. He might be right. But the trouble is that it's not his choice. The actual decision, you'll remember, is left up to you. It's left up to voters.